Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to talk about Halo Infinite and their monetization plans. Now, honestly, a lot of people have been talking about this, and a lot of people are concerned about the future of this game. This is one of the key things that a lot of people kind of think about before they even purchase a game, is what is the monetization going to be? Is it going to be fair? Is it going to be non-manipulative? Is it going to be something that is actually reasonable? Well, that's the thing. We don't really know. With Halo news being dry as it is, only hearing little bits about Halo MCC on PC, little bits about job opportunities at 343 Industries, there's honestly not a lot going on. And the truth of the matter is that honestly, I really think that it's not going to turn out for the best, but I would like to give my opinion on the situation and what I think they should do for their monetization when it comes to Halo Infinite. Now, it's probably not going to be the most popular idea in the world, but hey, I might as well get it out there. But before we get into my opinion on what I would like to see them do in Halo Infinite, let's actually maybe take a look at the reality of the situation and what I think they will do at the end of the day. So earlier this week, we had the release of Gears 5, an absolute amazing game with tons of fun game modes, an amazing campaign, and a addictive multiplayer. A lot of great things went into this game, but the one thing that isn't that great is its monetization or microtransactions. Now, if you look at some of these, it looks kind of Fortnite-esque. It kind of looks a little bit like Crash Team Racing, right? Well, guess what? This was considered in the developer's mind as player-friendly, as consumer-friendly, and when you look at the reality of it, it isn't. Look at the actual things you get. You can buy a thumbs up emote for $10. $10 freaking dollars. That doesn't sound very player friendly to me. And whenever the developers are this out of touch with the reality of the situation and how much things should cost and so on and so forth, I really do not have high hopes for Halo Infinite, which is under the Microsoft banner as well, especially since a lot of developers seem to be going away from loot boxes to these Fortnite-esque purchasing systems. Now, usually someone can get away with one of these kind of systems in a free-to-play game, which is usually totally okay, but this is not okay in a $60 retail release. This is not okay in an, for example, $80 retail release if you bought Ultimate Edition, or screw it, I'm just going to throw this out, a $275 release whenever you bought the Ultimate Extreme Mega Jack Edition, or whatever the hell it was called. Sorry, I'm a little bit salty about that. It got situated, but still, a little bit salty gamer here. And by the way, I am not totally against cosmetic microtransactions due to the fact that it doesn't manipulate the game, but whenever your microtransactions are this overpriced and this out of touch, I kind of got a problem with that. That's the only reason why I'm bringing up Gears 5, and due to the fact that they're under the same Microsoft umbrella, why wouldn't I be a little bit skeptical that Microsoft would be like, hey, push this kind of system in your game next? Because honestly, that's what possibly is going to happen with Halo Infinite in the near future. I'm not against cosmetic microtransactions. I think it's the best way to go, but whenever your emotes cost $10, then you're going to get under my skin a little bit. Just saying. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go on to what I would like to see in Halo Infinite. And to start off this statement pretty bluntly, I don't want to see cosmetic microtransactions in Halo. Now, I know what you're going to say, but gamer, that sounds super hypocritical. You're okay with it in every other game but Halo? Why? This doesn't make any sense. You are such a hypocrite. Dislike. Hold on. Before you start disliking this video, please just hear me out, because I'm not the only one who feels this way in the Halo community. Many people were extremely upset when Halo 5 came out and their microtransactions were cosmetic due to the fact that the games have been known for having a extraordinary awesome customization system, and it felt like we were losing content and having it taken away from us and pushed into a little box and sold back to us whenever we could be doing objectives, missions, achievements to unlock this content and enjoy and feeling much more satisfied. But instead, this kind of stuff got thrown into a box and we had to roll the dice just to earn it. It got really ridiculous, and I wasn't the only one who felt this way. So let me just explain my reasons, and then you can like or dislike or whatever you choose. But please just hear me out. Now, when Halo 5 Guardians came out, I was extremely disappointed with the game. I was disappointed with the customization system, I was disappointed with the maps, and I was disappointed with everything that they were going to do. It all looked good on paper before they released the game, but whenever you got the final product, it was a major disappointment. Especially whenever it came to the maps, and that is one thing that this is going to tie into. But whenever it came to the customization, we had a lot of issues, and the biggest problem was Halo's Skrill armor. It was the biggest slap to the face due to the fact that you could go work your butt off in Halo the MCC, which was completely broken at the time, just to unlock this armor and earn it like most armor should be, like in Halo. And then a few months later, they go and release it as a rollable item in the rec packs. That was not just a slap to the face, but a kick to the balls to anyone who was hoping to work hard and unlock this unique special item that had a great lore behind it. But no, we're just gonna give you a different variant in the microtransactions, and you guys can go screw. But that's just the cosmetic side. Let's get on to the actual free monthly updates, which honestly were disappointing. Because what it felt like was content that should have been there at launch was getting cut out of the game and then given back to us and said, hey, look, it's new. And the biggest problem with these were the maps. The maps were extremely disappointing because they were just reimaginings of maps we already have. Now, there were some new maps, but then even then, there was a lot of times where they would take one of those new free monthly maps and do a reimagining of it. Can you see my problem with this? Could you see why I would be a little disappointed with this game that I'm supposed to be getting free content of? Yeah, that was a problem. And this just felt like lazy development. Just take a look at this clip from a few months after the launch of Halo 5 Guardians and just tell me why I would be a little bit disappointed. Yeah. And could you guys see why I would be a little bit disappointed with the game and why I would be frustrated with this quote-unquote free content whenever it was just reimaginings of maps we already have? Honestly, it felt lazy and disappointing, and this wasn't even the worst of it. It got even more worse near the tail end when we got Infection and Griffball, and basically the map we got was a recreation of the same exact map, except one was at night and one was frozen. Seriously, this is how lazy it got. It wasn't good, it was a lazy product, and honestly, the people at 343 are probably disappointed in themselves, and that's why the community has spoken out and told them that they need to change something. And that's why I think we need to have the return of multiplayer map packs instead of cosmetic microtransactions. I know that I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this opinion, and that is perfectly fine, but I think it needs to be said, because honestly, which would you rather have? High quality, well-timed maps that had a lot of heart and effort put into them, or lazy reused assets that were given to you for free, and it's just a reimagining of a map that you already own, that you could probably recreate in Forge. And that's the sad thing, is that a lot of the Forge maps that were being made by some of these great content creators were better than anything that 343 put out during the whole entire lifespan of Halo 5 Guardians. There were maps that were some of the most unique, creative maps I have ever played, and literally 343 could not keep up. They were relying on the community to make their game more innovative and more entertaining and keep the lifespan going, and they couldn't keep up. And I know that there are going to be people that don't like that opinion. I know that there are people that are going to say that I'm being an asshole. Well, the thing is that's just honestly how I felt, and many people in the community felt. And I would much rather spend $10 to $15 to $20 on a high quality, well done map pack with great maps and lots of variety than get basically copy paste maps given to me once a month saying it's new content. And I know that people want the community to be able to stick together. I do too. So that's why there needs to be an in-game system to be able to purchase the maps. Now, this isn't going to be an easy in-game system, something that is going to be a little bit grindy, but it will be rewarding. It will be something that hopefully everyone can get involved with, work together, build the community if people can't afford the maps. And here's the other thing. For the people that spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on rec packs and other things, you know, for the price of one map pack, you could probably get a much better high quality product than spending $3 or $4 on one rec pack or one microtransactions, especially if they follow the gears aspect and charge $10. Well, what's the most they're probably going to charge for a map pack? Maybe 15 to 20 bucks, somewhere around there. I would honestly rather pay 15 to 20 bucks for a high quality map pack than spend $10 for one cosmetic microtransaction, especially if they are as outrageous as Gears 5's microtransactions. That is not going to fly, that is not going to be acceptable, especially in the Halo community. And the truth of the matter is that I know a lot of people are going to throw the idea of, well, they said that there's going to be no real money microtransactions. Well, here's the thing. Technically, Gears 5s aren't real money microtransactions. You buy a currency, just like Fortnite, just like all these other online games. Who's to say that they aren't going to pull one of those? Who's going to say? Why should we trust 343 Industries? Have they given us a reason to? They've gotten better over time, but there's so much damage that's already been done. And when it comes to a brand new game, we thought we could trust them with Halo 5. We couldn't. They let us down. And who's to say that they aren't going to let us down with Halo Infinite? I'm just trying to come up with suggestions that will alter it, that will maybe change things, because honestly, I would rather spend $15 to $20 on a high quality multiplayer map pack with 4 to 5 maps in it than go and have all of the awesome customizations and things that we have been grown to love and know about Halo taken away from us and thrown back at us for $10 to $15. That is the way that this industry is going, and honestly, it's hard for me to get past that with Halo. I know that customization is honestly the only way that people can do microtransactions, but when it comes to Halo, I just don't think it's acceptable. But those are just my ideas on what could possibly happen with Halo Infinite and its microtransactions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it. It's much appreciated and it helps out the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, all down in the description box below. And honestly, I can't wait to see what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I can't wait to see what you guys say. I'm also a little bit afraid. But guys, thank you for watching. And as always, GamerJlee signing out.